Okay. So in this session, we'll start with uh, if-else practice examples. Okay. So we have a lot of if-else assignments here. We'll start with these things and then we'll go for loop assignment. Okay. Okay. So let me start this. I have a script here. Okay. So what is the first question we have? Write a program to check a number is divisible by 7 or not. Okay. So now whenever there is something like write a program to check, wherever there is to check, wherever there is to tell us whether something is yes or no. So those kind of things, for that kind of examples, we need conditional statements. Okay. That means we need if else. So before knowing the if else, before doing the if else, what are the things we need to know? Let's see that. We already know that the syntax of if else is something like this. If, and we have some parentheses, then we have curly braces. We write something in the curly braces. And again, after the curly brace, we have else statement. Again, we have curly braces. Again, we write something. So, what do we write? So, what do we write here? In the if parenthesis, whatever we write, that is known as condition. Okay, here we write condition. Whatever we write, that is known as condition. Okay, so what condition, what is known as condition? First thing, so any statement, any expression, actually not statement, any expression that uh, gives us true or false is known as a condition. So let's see, let me go to the browser and let me open the console. Okay, if you are on some website, you can do one thing, you can open a new tab and go to the console like this. So we have the console here. Here I will write something. Okay, let's say what can I write? If we write a string, will we get a condition? Ah. So I want to check whether a string will give us true or false or not. Let's see. Let me write a string. Let's say I write poly. Okay, and I press enter. What am I getting? I'm getting a string. When I write a string, I'm getting a string. That is not a true or false. So we can't say that this poly string is a condition. This is not a condition. This is not giving us true or false. Okay, let's say I write true. If I write true and press enter, I am getting true. That means true is a condition. So it is returning us a boolean value. What is boolean value? Boolean value is either true or false. Any expression that returns or gives us a boolean value is known as a condition. Any expression. Let's say, let me write 1 plus 2. What is this? This is giving me 3. So we can't say that uh, this is a condition. But when we write something here in the if statement, in the if parenthesis, whatever we write, what will JavaScript do is, whatever we write here, it will try to convert this thing into a boolean value. So how do we convert anything into a boolean value? See this. I have where x is equal to 10. Okay, when I write where x equal to 10, what will happen? X is having a number. Okay, but there is a way to convert this number into a boolean value. Okay, so let me write something like this, where y is equal to capital B, boolean of x. What is x? X is 10. Okay, now if I do console.log of y, what I will get? Let me save this and run this file. So in the console I can see I got true. Can you see? So using this boolean of method, this boolean of, this is known as boolean, the boolean object. So using this boolean, what it is doing, it is converting the value into a boolean value. Okay, so let's say when I give 10 to the if condition, so we have the if condition here, if condition, and then we have something like this, and then we also have the else condition. So in the else there is no condition. So in the if, whatever we give, first JavaScript will try to convert it to a boolean value. Okay, let me try some other things. Instead of 10, if I write 1, what will happen? This will also give us true. If I write in place of 1, if I write 0, what will this become? This will become false. When we are trying to convert the 0 using boolean, boolean of x means what? Boolean of 0. Boolean of 0 is giving us false. Okay, this way JavaScript, what it will do, this part you don't need to write. JavaScript will do on its own. Whenever you write something in this parenthesis, what will happen? First JavaScript will take that value and then try to convert it to boolean using this boolean, and then it will what it will do, then it will use it in the if condition. Okay, it will use the true or false. Okay, let's see some more example. Instead of 0, let me write 1 plus 7. So what is 1 plus 7? 1 plus 7 is 8. 8 will be stored in x. After that, what will happen? This x will be converted to a boolean value using this boolean. So boolean of x, what will be the value? 7 plus 1 is 8, and boolean of 8 is true. So y will contain true. You can see here we are having true. So again, if I write 1 plus 7 here if I write 1 plus 7, so this condition, this will be treated as a condition because it is giving us true or false. Okay, so this way. And with what things will not give us true or false? Let's see that. Is there anything that will not give us true or false? Let's say where, if I write here where x equal to, that is not permissible actually, that is not allowed. If you write something like where x equal to 10 here, that is wrong. Let me write something like this. X equal to, but again it will not take it. So you can't write something like this, x equal to 10. This is not a condition. If you write here x equal to 10, this is not giving us any boolean value. Okay, and moreover, this is not a statement. This is an expression. So you can't write something like this. Okay, here whatever you write, let's say we have 4 greater than 3. So this is already an expression. Sorry, already a condition. So if you see here if I write 4 greater than 3, it is giving me true. I am writing 5 less than 1, it is giving me false. So these are all conditions. Okay, so these can be directly used in the if else if condition block. Okay, instead of this condition, whatever I am writing here you can use those expressions, those expressions which are giving us true or false, those expressions which are giving us or returning boolean value can be used in if condition, not other things. Okay, remember, always whatever you are writing in the if condition, always think whether it is condition or not, whether it is giving us true or false or not. Okay, okay, fine. Now we'll go back to our example. So this is the syntax for the if else thing, and let's see what is our first example. So our first example is write a program to check a number is divisible by 7 or not. So how do we decide whether a number is divisible by 7 or not? We need to know that, right? So when we divide a number by 7, if the remainder is 0, we say that the number is divisible by 7. And if the number is when the number is divided by 7 and we get the remainder as not 0, then it is not a the number is not divisible by 7. Okay, let's see how do we write the condition for remainder. So remainder is, so let's say we have any number, take any number like 34, and how do we find the remainder? We use the percent operator. 34% 7. Now what is this 34% 7? Is this what is this thing giving us? Just see. Let me use it here. 34% 7 is giving me 6. Okay, and is 34 divisible by 7? No, it is giving me remainder 6. Okay, let's say 34% 2 is giving me 0. So that means if the value is 0, let me write something like this, 14% 7. So that means if the number is divisible by 7, that means if the remainder is 0, we can say that the number is divisible by 7, isn't it? Instead of 14, if I write 13, I'm getting remainder as 6. So we can't directly use this statement there. We can't directly use this expression there, because this is giving us 0. Sometimes this is giving us some other number. Let's say I write here 11, I'm getting 4. When I write 15, I'm getting 7. When I'm writing 21, I'm getting 0. So this thing is directly not giving us true or false. It is giving us some numbers. Those numbers cannot be used as condition in our if condition block. So what we need to do, we need to write something like this. If this whole thing is equal to 0, then it is giving us true or false. So this is the statement, this is the expression we have to write in the condition, not this thing. This thing will not help you to decide whether it is divisible by 7 or not. This thing will help you to decide whether it is divisible by 7 or not. Okay, only this thing you have to write. So now you can write here, instead of 21, if I write 22, so 22 divided by 7 is not giving us 0. So that's why it's not giving us 0 as remainder, so it is giving us false. Okay, let's say 29 is also not giving us. 28 is giving us true. So this way, this is the condition to be used there. So whatever number you want to check, you can put it here. Okay, like this. Now, so if 28 modulus 7, 28 divided remainder 7 is equal to 0, then we can write here console.log of it is divisible by 7 else. In else, what do we write? In else we write if this part is false. This is, if this is true, then we do this. If it is false, then we write console.log of it is not divisible by 7. Okay, fine. Now let's save this, go to the browser and reload it. So what we are getting? We are getting it is divisible by 7. Can you see? Okay, let me open this tab once again. So now I can see it is divisible by 7. When I put here instead of 28, I want to check another number. Let's say 30. So this way, if I save it, I'll get it is not divisible by 7. Okay. Now, so I don't want to manually change the number here. Okay, in the code, I don't want to touch the code. I want some option here itself. So for that, what I can do is I can use the prompt. So what I can do is where let's say I'll use a, where a is equal, or I'll use where number. I'll check a number where num is equal to prompt of, here and enter a string, enter a number. But what happens with prompt is prompt will take anything as a string. Okay, so what does this prompt do? Just see, when I reload the page, I get enter a number. Okay, but whatever I enter here, even if I enter number, it will take it as a string. So for that, what I have to do is I have to convert the string into a number. So I have to put a plus here. Now what will happen? Whatever number I put here in the prompt, it will be stored in this num variable. So I have to use this num variable here. So that num variable, if it is divisible by 7, if the remainder is 0, it will give us it is divisible by 7. Otherwise, it will say that it is not divisible by 7. So let's check this, reload, and let me put here 1. So 1 and press enter. It is saying it is not divisible by 7. I reload the page. I write here 7. I'm getting it is divisible by 7. Again I reload and I check 14. I'm getting divisible by 7. Again I reload, I write 11. I get it is not divisible by 7. So this way you can take any number and check whether it is divisible by 7 or not. Okay, let me write something like this. So we can say it is divisible by 7. Okay, so this is how we can check whether a number is divisible by 7, 8, 9, anything, whatever is be the criteria. If it is divisible by 4, you write here 4. Okay, if it is divisible by 9, you write here 9. When it is 7, we write 7. That's it. Okay, now what is the next assignment? Write a program to check a number is a factor of 84 or not. Okay, we have to check whether a number is a factor of 84 or not. So what is the meaning? What is a factor? What are the factors of 6? 6 equal to 1 into 6. 6 is equal to 2 into 3. Then 6 is equal to anything else? There is nothing. So the factors of 6 are, the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, 6. These are known as the factors of 6. Okay, so how to find the factors of a number? But what is the question? The question is said we have to check whether number is a factor of 84 or not. We are not asked to find all the factors. So that is not our question. Our question is, we just need to check whether a number is a factor of 84 or not. So here I want to check whether 4 is a factor of 6 or not. We can clearly see from here that 4 is not a factor by doing this. But how to do it in how to check this in a shortcut way? Okay, so let's say, is 2 a factor of 6? Yes, 2 is a factor of 6. So how do we know that? What we can do is, if we do 6 modulus 2, we'll get a 0. So this condition will become true, and we can say that 2 is a factor of 6. In the same way, if we want to check for 4, so 6 modulus 4, if I write equal to 0, I'll get false in the output. So that means 4 is not a factor of 6. Let's say 6 modulus 1 triple equal to 0. This will give me true, because 1 is a factor of 6. So in that way we can say that 1 is a factor of 6. So using this condition, we can check whether a number is a factor of 84 or not. We are asked about 84, so I'll try to do it for 84. So I'll have a prompt. We'll check for that number. Now here what we have to do is, what I did here, I have to write 6 here. That is the number to be checked. And the prompt value should come here. Whatever prompt value I write, that should come in the second part. That is, we have to divide the main number with that. So instead of num, what I'll write 84, and here will come the num. 84% num, if it is equal to 0, that means it is divisible by that number, whatever we entered in the prompt. If 84% num is triple equal to 0 is false, then it is not a factor. Okay, so I write here, it is a factor of 84, or else it is not a factor of 84. Okay, now let's check this. So what are the factors of 84? We'll have 1, 2, 4, like that many will be there. Let us check here itself. So I have saved it. Save and go to the browser and reload. So it is asking for a number. So let me check. 6 is a factor of 84 or not. So when I write 6, it is saying it is a factor of 84. Again I reload, I write 13. I press OK. It is saying it is not a factor of 84. 13 is not a factor of 84. That means if I write 84% 13 equal to 0, this is false. Okay. When I write 6, it is true. Okay, like that. You can check for any number. So let's say if I write 3, I get true. It is a factor of 84. So this way you can check for any kind of 25. If I write here, I'll get it is not a factor of 84. So this way you can check whether a number is a factor of 84 or whatever number. If you write here 100, it will check for 100. Okay, that's it. Then what is the next question? Now the thing is, write a program to check a number is factor of 96 or not, and if the given number is more than 96, program should say not a valid input. Okay, so we already know how to check a number is factor of 96 or not. We know how to find a number is factor of 84 or not. Same code we'll use for 96 or not, isn't it? So what I'll do, instead of 84, I will write 96. That is over. But we have a second part, and if the given number is more than 96, program should say it is not a valid input. So whatever value I am entering in the num, first I have to check that num. I'll write here if num is greater than 96, then it should stop the program there itself. It should not allow us to do this, because see, just see here what will happen. I'll remove this and right here it is a factor of 96, and in the else condition it is not a factor of 96. Okay, so this is just to check whether a number is factor of 96 or not. See this? So I write here 4 and I press enter. The saying it is a factor of 96. Okay, let's say I write here 96. What will happen? 96 is a factor of 96 also, because 96 is equal to 96 into 1. So I'm getting it is a factor of 96. But the moment I write here 97, we can't divide 96 by 97, right? So it is saying it is not a factor of 96. So I should not enter any number that is greater than 96. I should not enter 9600. This is not a factor of 96. Okay, we are trying to do something like this: 96% 9600 equal to 0. So this is not correct. This is not the way to check for this. So what do I do is, before using the num value in the code, what I'll do, I'll check what is the num value. If num greater than 96, I'll stop the code. I'll say alert not a valid input. Okay, and the condition, the code will stop. This part I don't want to execute if it is greater than 96. So what I'll do, this whole part what we were doing till now, I'll put this in a else condition. Okay, when this thing is not greater than 96, only then do this part. That means when the value is normal, only then do this part. So what I'll do here, I'll write a else condition here. Inside the else condition, I'll put this whole part. So what will happen now? Now what will happen? When we enter a number in the prompt, first it will check for this part. If, what is the if part? It is checking whether the number is greater than 96 or not. Okay. If it is greater than 96, it will not go to this part. This part will not get executed. It will directly alert us not a valid input. And if it is not greater than 96, if it is less than 96, then only then it will go to this part and check whether the number is a factor of 96 or not. So let's check this. Reload. I write here 9600, and when I press enter, I get not a valid input, and when I press OK, it is over. Nothing is printed in the console. But only when I put some number which is less than 96, let's say 23, only then it will print the output. Okay, so that was the question here. Write a program to check a number is factor of 96 or not, and if the given number is more than 96, then it should say not a valid input. That is the condition. Now write a program to check a number is multiple of 3 or not. Okay, so what do you mean by multiple? Let's see that. So let me write something here. 3 into 1 is equal to 3. 3 into 2 is equal to 6. 3 into 3 is equal to 9. And 3 into 4 is equal to 12. Now we say that this 3 is a multiple of 3. This 6 is a multiple of 3. this 9 is a multiple of 3 and this 12 is also a multiple of 3. So you can say that multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9, 12 and so on. Okay, so multiples of 3 are 3, 6, 9 and 3, 6, a factor of 3, 6, 9, 12 is 3. So that was the previous case. Now we are doing the reverse thing. We have to find out these things, whether these numbers are multiples of 3 or not. So how do we check? So let me write here 3% 3 triple equal to 0. So this will give us true because 3 is a multiple of 3. Let me write here 6% 3 triple equal to 0. What do I get? True. So that means 6 is also a multiple of 3. Now let me write 7% 3 triple equal to 0. We'll get false. Why? Because 7 is not a multiple of 3. That is the reason. So this condition we have to use for checking whether a number is a multiple of 3 or not. Okay. So same thing, what we will do is we'll use the same prompt. Okay. So in the prompt, what we will do, we'll have this enter a number and it will get stored here. Now this number we have to put here, isn't it? Whether we have to check, we are checking whether 7 is a multiple of 3 or not. So that number I'll put here num, and here after the percent I'll write 3 because we are checking whether the number is a multiple of 3 or not. Okay, so that means whether the number is divisible by 3 or not, that is the same as multiple. Okay, we have already done that. So I'll write here it is a multiple of 3 and it is not a multiple of 3. Save this, go to the browser and reload. So it is asking for a number. Let me put here 7. It will say it is not a multiple of 3. If I put 9, it will say it is a multiple of 3. If I put 24, it is saying it is a multiple of 3. If I put 29, it is saying it is not a multiple of 3. Okay. So this is how we can check whether a number is multiple of 3 or not.
Hello,
Okay.
sir.
Yeah. Hello.
Yeah. In console.log, how do we get the number?
If you want to get the number, then you can write something like this. We have this num. So you can write here. I'll remove this is. Okay. And here I'll write what is the value, that is the num. It is stored in num, isn't it? So I'll write here num plus and then this part. So what will happen? Num plus and here also num plus. And here I'll give a space. Yes, here. So save this, go to the browser and reload. So let me write 34. It is saying 34 is not a multiple of 3. If I write 36, I'll get 36 is a multiple of 3, like that. If I put 99, I'll get 99 is a multiple of 3. And if I write 100, I'll get 100 is not a multiple of 3. So this is how you can put it in the console as well. Okay, fine. Now what is the next question? So here instead of 3, if you write any other number, you can check for that number. If you write here 7, it will check whether this number is a multiple of 7 or. Okay, fine. Now write a program to check a number is positive or not. Okay, so how do we check that? we have the number in the prompt. We have to check whether it is positive or not. So how do you know positive or not? If it is greater than 0, it is a positive number. If it is less than 0, it is not a positive number. So I have to write here, if num greater than 0, I'll print is num is a positive number, else num is not a positive number. Okay, if num greater than 0, then num is a positive number, otherwise num is not a positive number. Save this, go to the browser and reload. So I'll put here minus 23. It is minus 23 is not a positive number. Let's say I write 23, then 23 is a positive number. Okay, then 99 is a positive number and minus 1 is not a positive number. So this is how you can check for the positive number. Then now the next question is, write a program to check a number is having 4 at units place. What is units place? Units place means the last digit of a number. 4 is known as the units place, 8 is known as the tens place, 9 is known as the hundreds place, like that. So if I have a number 9637, 7 is the units place, 3 is the tens place, 6 is the hundreds place, and 9 is the thousands place. Okay, so here how do I find out what is the whether the last digit is 4 or not? It is asking for 4 or not. So before that we have to find out what is the last digit. First I will check what is the last digit. Okay, last digit is 4. Last digit I found out, then I will check if is it 4 or not. So how do we find the last digit? So if you see here, any number, let's say 1 2 3, if I do 1 2 3% 10, this is giving me 3. That is the last digit always. Okay, let's say 765% 10 is giving me 5, the last digit. So any number percent 10 will give you the last digit always. Are you getting it? Why am I getting last digit when I do percent 10? Because when I divide 765 by 10, what will happen? 765 when I divide by 10, 765 divided by 10, what do I get? I get 10 into 76 is 760, and the remainder comes as 5. That's why I am getting this 5 in the remainder. Okay, so you can check for the last digit using the percent 10 method. Okay, so let's see. I have the number, I have put the number here. So here what I have to do is, if num percent 10 triple equal to 4, then we can say that, so what is the question? Is having, the given number is having 4x unit place. So you can write here, it is having 4 at units place. Okay, if this condition is false, if num 10 4 sorry, num percent 10 is not equal to 4, then what will happen? I'll write here console.log of it is not having 4 at units place. Okay, that's it. So save this, go to the browser and reload. So it is asking for a number, so I'll write 785. What will happen? It is saying it is not having 4 at unit space. If I write here 1 2 3 4, it is saying it is having 4 at unit space. If I write here 984, I get it is having 4 at unit space. Okay, so this is how you can check whether the number is having 4 at unit place or not. Then write a program to check a number is 3-digit number or not. So how do you check that whether number is 3-digit number or not? So what is the smallest 3-digit number? The smallest 3-digit number is, after 99 we have 100. So 100 is the smallest 3-digit number. What is the, this is the smallest. What is the greatest small digit number? Greatest small greatest 3-digit number. Greatest 3-digit number is 999, because after 999 1000 will come, which is a 4-digit number. So 999 is the greatest or largest 3-digit number. So whatever, so what is a 3-digit number? Any number that comes between 100 and 999, 100 and 999 is known as a 3-digit number. Other numbers are not 3-digit numbers, isn't it? So what do I write here? If num is greater than or equal to 100, it is a 3-digit number. And also we have to check for the upper limit. So I'll write here the AND operator. And num less than or equal to 999. So what do you mean by this? If the number is greater than or equal to 100, it is a 3-digit number. And also if the number is less than or equal to 999, it is a 3-digit number. So it is a 3-digit number. And if the condition is not 2, it is not a 3-digit number. Both these conditions should be satisfied, only then we can say. So let's say I have 1 2 3 4. This is 1 2 3 4 is satisfied by this condition. Number is greater than or equal to 100, that is satisfied. But this part is not satisfied. Less than or equal to 999 is not satisfied. So this is not a 3-digit number. So that's why we have to check for both the conditions. Okay. Okay. Now let's save this. Go to the browser and file is closed. Okay. Reload. So here I'll put 1 2 3 4. It is saying it is not a 3-digit number. The moment I write 764, I get it is a 3-digit number. I write here 100, it is a 3-digit number. I write here 9999, I get it is not a 3-digit number. I write 999, I get it is a 3-digit number. So this way we can check whether a number is a 3-digit number or not. Okay, fine. Now what is the next thing? I write a program to print even or odd for a given number. Okay, I have to check whether a number is a even number or odd number. So how do we check that? So even numbers, what they will do is, when we divide a number by 2, the remainder will be 0. Then that is known as a even. It is an even number. And if the remainder is not a 0, when we divide a number by 2, it is an odd number. Okay. So let me write the condition for that. If num %2 triple equal to 0, then it is it is an even number, and else it is not an even number. So what is not an even number? It is an odd number. Okay, so this way we can check whether a number is even or not. Save this, go to the browser and reload. Let's say I write 23, saying it is an odd number. I write 76, it is saying it is an even number. I write 99, it is saying it is an odd number. I write 100, it is saying it is an even number. Okay, so this way you can check whether a number is a even number or odd number. Okay, fine. Write a program to print the greatest number in given two numbers. Okay, how do we do that? Write a program to print the greatest number in given two numbers. So given two numbers, so I'll use two prompts. First thing, so where num1 is equal to one prompt, and another one I'll take, which is num2. Num2 is another number. Okay, now what I have to check here is if num1 greater than num2. So what is the question? First, print the greatest number in given two numbers. Okay, so greatest. So if num1 is greater than num2, then I'll say num1 plus is the greatest number, and else if num1 is not greater than num2, that means if num2 is greater than num1, then I'll write num2 is the greatest number. Okay, so this is how you can print the greatest number. So let's see, I put here 4 and I put here 6. They're saying 6 is the greatest number. I put here 1000 and I put here 1. It says 1000 is the greatest number. If I put here 54 and 76, I get here 76 is the greatest number. So this is how you can print the greatest number between two numbers. Okay, now in the same way, if you reverse this symbol, if I write less than, you will get the smallest number. Num1 less than num2, then num1 is the smallest number. Num2 less than num1, then num2 is the smallest number. So see here, 1 and 1000 is saying 1 is the smallest number. I write here 45, 76. Get 45 is the smallest number. I write 99 and 9. I get a 9 is the smallest number. So this way you can find out greatest smallest numbers between two numbers. Okay. And then you try this one. Greatest number in given three numbers. This will be a nested if else. Okay. Here what you have to do is inside we have three numbers where num3 is equal to plus from enter a number. So what we have to do here, I'll just show you the steps, you just try on your own. So if num1 greater than num2 and then num1 greater than num3. So what is the meaning? If num1 and num1 is greater than num2 and num1 is also greater than num3, that means num1 is the greatest number. Directly console.log of num1 is the greatest number. Now, in the else condition, we have to write something else. Num1 greater than num2 and num1 greater than num3. So we directly got num1 is the greatest number. If it is not false, then you have to check for other things. Like if num1 is not num1 is greater than num2, but it is not greater than num3, then you have to check for num2. Again, you have to write in the else, you have to write if num2 greater than num1 and then num2 greater than num3, then num2 is the greatest number. Okay, this way you have to write num2 is the greatest number. Okay, again in the else condition you will check for num3. Same thing you will do for num3, which we will write here. Okay, so this way you have to check. So let me write it once. Here you'll put num3, put num3, and here you will put c, not num3, num2. Num1 I am comparing with num2 and num3. Num2 I am comparing with num1 and num3. Num3 I am comparing with num1 and num2. Okay, so this is how it is to be done. Save it, go to the browser, reload. 1 2 3, 3 is the greatest number. 7 5 3, 7 is the greatest number. This way. Okay, so this is done, but try one more thing. Write a program to print the least number in given three numbers. That is fine. These two questions you please try to do it on your own in ascending order. Write a program to print the given three numbers in ascending order. I'll show you this for two numbers. You try it for three numbers. Okay, so for two numbers, what we do is when num1 is greater than num2, what I do is console.log of num1 comma num2. This is in descending order. Okay, I'll write in num1 less than num2, then num1 comma num2, else console.log of num2 comma num1. Okay, so here what is happening, when num1 is less than num2, it is printing num1 comma num2, otherwise num2 comma num1. So it is always printing the numbers in ascending order. Just see this. I write here 23 comma 65. Sorry. I have to print 23 first. 23 and 65, 655. I'm getting 23 and then 655. Let's say I write 8 and 2. I get 2 and 8. It is always in the ascending order. Okay, so this one I have shown you, but try to do it with three numbers. Three numbers ascending order, three numbers descending order. Okay, using the nested if else that I just shown you. Okay, fine. Then write a program to take marks of three subjects and print the grade of student. How do we do that? Marks of three, and what is the meaning actually? It is asking us to take marks of three subjects. That is okay. That means I'll use three prompts. And what is the meaning of print the grade of student? So let's say we have three subject marks. Okay, three subject marks are something like this. All are out of 100. So first subject is 68 out of 100. second subject, for this is for English, let's say in English subject that student got 68 out of 100. In maths the student got 75 out of 100, and in science the student got 70 out of 100. Okay, now I have to print the grade. So how do I print the grade? So I'll do first the sum of all the marks of the subjects. Okay, so what I will get, I'll get total will be always something out of 300, isn't it? Three subjects are there, 100 100 100 is 300. So what is the sum I am getting here? 8 plus 5 is 3, and then 14 plus 6 is 20, 21. So 213, I'm getting 213. Okay, 213 out of 300. So but how do we print the grade? So we have to decide a grade for this. Okay, so let's say when the marks is 0 to 100, the grade is C. When the marks is 100 to 200, the grade is B, let's say. And when the marks is 200 to 300, let's say the grade is A. If we divide it this way, so it is your wish what way you divide. So this way I am dividing. So I have to print the grade is A, grade is B, grade is C. So according to this, what is the grade? The grade is A. Okay, this is not grade B or C because it is more than 200. Okay, so we have to do that. So let's say where English, where maths, and one more prompt we need, where science. Okay, so enter English marks, enter maths marks, and enter science marks. Okay, now here what we have to do, first we have to make the find out the total. Okay, where total is equal to English plus maths plus English plus maths plus science. Okay, now we have to check for the condition. If total is greater than or equal to 0, and then total less than 100, then what I will say is, we'll say that console.log of the student got which grade? C grade. If it is 0 and 100, then the next condition will be, there is no else condition here. Okay, if total greater than or equal to 100 and total less than 200, then console.log of the student got B grade. Then if total greater than or equal to 200, so there is a okay, so the upper limit and total less than or equal to, because someone may get 300 also, so that's why I'm putting it equal to. Okay, less than equal to 300, console.log of the student got A grade. This is how you can check whether what grade the student has got. Okay, and you can also print one more statement here, console.log of, what I'll write, what is the total marks, total plus is the total marks. So first it will print the total marks and then it will tell us the grade. Okay, save this, go to the browser and reload. Now see, so what I'll print is, first I'll get 30 in English. The student got 30, in maths he got 40, in science he got 50. So 120 is the total marks, the student got B grade. Let's say student got 90 in English, maths he got 80, science he got 85. So 255 is the total marks, student got A grade. Okay, let's say he got 30 in English, 20 in maths, and again 30 in science. So 80 is the total marks, it is less than 100, so student got C grade. Okay, let's say 50 plus 20 plus 30, 100 is the total mark, the student got B grade, because 100 means B grade, because 100 is not included in the C, it is less than 100. Up to 99 he will get C. The moment he gets 100 it will be B grade. Okay, moment he gets 200 it will be A grade. Let's say 100, 50 and 50, so it is A grade. Okay, so this is how you can print the grade of the student. Okay, fine. Now okay, so these are all possible only with loops, so I'll not discuss those things now. So now let us move forward to the loops. Okay, so what are loops? What we have seen till now, loops.html. So we have seen the while loops. How do the while loops work? The while loops are working something like, in while also we have a condition here. The condition, if it is satisfied, the following code will be running. Whatever we write inside the curly braces will work only when the condition is satisfied. So let's say I write, I have to give one condition, and it will keep on printing. So let's say I want to print, and why do we need loops? First thing is, what is the need for loops? We need loops when we want to do something again and again, when we want to do something repeatedly. Only then we use loops. In other cases, we don't use loops. When we do something again and again, we use loops. So let's say I want to print hello 5 times. That means I am doing it again and again. I want to print hello. So what is the code for writing printing hello? It is console.log of hello. But what will be the condition? That means how will I tell the JavaScript program that please print it 5 times? because I have to tell it, otherwise it will keep on printing. It will infinite times. It will not stop. So what I'll write here is I should have one variable where x. So what I can do, where x is equal to 1. Okay, where x equal to 1, and then, or I can put where x equal to 0. Okay, it will start from 0. For 0, it will check for a condition. Is the 0 less than 5? Yes, it is less than 5, so it will print it. So it will print this part. So if I write here while x less than 5, first see what will happen if I do this. First I am having 0, so it is checking for the condition. Is 0 less than 5? Yes, it is less than 5, so it will print it. So one time hello is printed. Then next time what will happen, I'm not doing anything, x is still 0, so it will keep on printing the value if I write this. So I have to increment the value of 0. So what I'll do is I'll increment the value of 0 here, x plus plus. If I write this, now 0 will become 1. Again it will check for the 1, it will print it because 1 is less than 5, so it will print one more time. Okay, so after printing one more time, x will become, so at this point after printing x has become 1. At this point after printing x has become 2. Then again hello will be printed, then x will become 3. Again it will be printed because x is 3, so now x will become 4. Again it will print the hello and x will become 5. Now at this point it will not print it. I'm asking, after printing this hello, it will check for the x is less than 5. Is this 5 less than 5? No, it is not less than 5. So it will stop here. Okay, it will not print it. So how many times I got the hello? I got it 5 times. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Save it and run this file. So what did I get here? Oh, sorry. I got 5 times hello. Okay. Here you can see 5 times hello. It is shown. Okay. So this way we can print something a fixed number of times. So repeatedly when we want to do something, we use the loops. So while is one of the loops. While is one of the loops in JavaScript. Like this, we have for loops, we have do while loops, many things are there. But while and for loops are the most commonly used. Okay. So now let's see. Try to do something. I want to print numbers from 1 to 10 using the while loop. Then what do? I have where x equal to 0, and I write here x less than 10, and I write here, so I'll start it from 1, let's say, and what will be the condition, I don't know. Okay, so console.log of x, what will this do? This will print the 1, isn't it? So I print the 1. After that I want to increment the value of x, so x plus plus. Okay, now after that I have to check whether this x value is less than or equal to 10. Okay, because we want to print the 10 as well. If I write less than 10, it will print only up to 9. It will not print 10. So let me check here what will happen now. So for the first time, x value is 1. It is checking for this condition, x less than equal to 10. Yes, it is true. So it is printing the x. So I got 1. Immediately x is incremented. X has become 2 now. Next time again the condition is satisfied, so 2 is printed and x is become 3. Next time again 3 is printed and x has become 4. Next time 4 is printed, x has become 5. Next time 5 is printed, x has become 6. X is now 6 is printed, x has become 7. 7 is printed, x has become 8. 8 is printed, x has become 9. 9 is printed, x has become 10. Now 10 will also be satisfied by this condition because I have written x less than or equal to 10. Okay, so 10 will also be printed and x will become 11. Now at this point what will happen? When x will become 11, it will not satisfy this condition and this part will not get executed. So what output we got? I got 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. So I got all the that is I got the numbers from 1 to 10 in the console. Save this, go to the browser and reload. So what do I get? 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9 10. I got all the numbers. Okay, fine. So this is how you can use the while loop to print all these numbers. Okay, now the same things can be done using a for loop because while loops are already discussed in the class, right? So today we will discuss the for loops and we'll try to practice some examples using the for loops. Okay, fine. Now first let's see our previous example. What did I do? I printed console.log hello. I printed hello 5 times. How to do that? Using the for loop. So let's see what is that for loop, what is the syntax of for loop, and how do we use it. Okay, fine. So now let me show you the for loop syntax is something like this. Okay, in the while loop we write here condition, but in for loop we do a lot of things here. Okay, first I will write the way how to write while loop. Using while loop, how to print hello 5 times. What did I do? I used one where x. Did you remember? Okay, I'll write this in the body. Okay, here. So where x is equal to, I wrote 0. Then I wrote x less than 5. Something like this. Okay. Then what did I do? I wrote console.log of x, and then I did x plus plus. This is the thing I wrote. Pre is a tag that can be used to write codes. Okay, so what is happening? Is it okay? Okay, let me do one thing. Let me check this. Okay, we're getting the code here. Can you see? This is how we did it, isn't it? So if I copy this code and paste it here, what am I getting? Hmm, 17.5. Somewhere I did mistake. This is the script tag body free.
Closing tag.
Yeah, closing tag of which one? Pre is okay, script is okay. Expected this. Okay, okay, while loop. Okay, fine. Array, wait. The language got changed somehow. Okay. Yeah. So I got 0 1 2 3 4. So instead of that, what I have to do? I put here 1 1 2 3 4 I got. So x less than or equal to 5. If I write, I got 1 2 3 4 5. Okay, so x equal to 1, x less than equal to 5. Okay, this will give us the output for printing 1 to 5. Okay, this is how we have printed. Now how to do this using a for loop. So what we are doing here, we have three things. If you observe carefully, we have, this is one part, this, that is where to start. This is known as where to start. This condition is telling us where to stop, and this is the part which is helping us to increment the value. Okay, it is updating. Without this x plus plus, it will never work. What will happen if I remove this x plus plus? It will go into a infinite loop. See, it is keeping on printing it. It is going on. It is not stopping. Okay, so this will crash your system. Okay, so never do or write code like that. Your Chrome will get hang, your PC will get hang. So don't do that. So these three things are very, very important. First thing is this. This is known as initialization. What we are doing, we are initializing the value of x. What will be the first value of x? Where to start? That is the starting point. This condition is telling us where to stop. When the x value is becoming 6, it is stopping it. It is not printing the 6. It is printing only up to 5, isn't it? So what is happening? So that is known as the stopping point. So this is the condition, and this is helping us to increment the value of the x. Okay, so in for loop, what will happen? These three things will be combined in one part. Okay, let me write it. So let me put this. Let me put this outside. So let me now write the for loop syntax. How does it look like? Just see this. For, we have one parenthesis and we have the code here. So in the code, no doubt we have to write console.log of x. That is the same what we have done here. Okay, console.log of x. That is fine. But these three things, x equal to, where x equal to 1, x less than or equal to 5, and x plus plus, we will write it here. Okay, inside the for statement only. So at first, what did we write in the while loop? We wrote where x equal to 1. So I'll write here for where x equal to 1. Okay, then what we wrote? We wrote x less than or equal to 5. We wrote this in the second part, isn't it? First we wrote this, second we wrote this, third we wrote this, isn't it? Same sequence I'll follow here. First I had written this, so I'll put it here. Then second we wrote this. So what I'll do, I'll put a semicolon and I'll write the second part. What is the second part? X less than equal to 5. Okay. What is the third part? Third part is x plus plus. Again, I'll put a semicolon and I'll write x plus plus. Okay. So these three things I will combine together and put it inside the for loop inside the parenthesis. Okay. So it is initializing the value. Same thing will happen here. There is no difference in the output. It will also print 1 to 5 only, but the way of writing is different. Here we have to write so many lines. We are writing 1 2 3 4 5 lines, but here in 3 lines it is over. Okay, so we have to write less if we use the for loop. So for loop is a better way to write loop. It is better way than the while loop. Okay, now let's see. What will be the output? Save this, go to the browser and reload. So I got here 1 2 3 4 5, same output I got, but now I'm writing it in a shortcut method where x equal to 1, x less than equal to 5, and x plus plus. Always first thing will be the starting point, second is the stopping point or the condition where to stop, and third part is the increment. Okay, so this is how I can print 1 to 5. Now what will happen if I want to print hello 5 times? This is printing 1 to 5. 5 times it is printing, right? So instead of x, if I write here hello, I get hello 5 times. If I put the x, I got 1 to 5. Now if I write x plus 1, console log of x plus 1, I'll get 2 to 6, because 1 is converted to 1 plus 1 and 5 is converted to 5 plus 1, like that. Okay, fine, that is fine. Now what I want to do is I want to print from 5 to 1, not from 1 to 5. Then what do I do? Then I have to change the these three statements. Here I was writing x equal to 1 y because I was starting from 1, but now I don't want to start it from 1, I want to start it from 5. So I wrote x equal to 5. Now the next thing is the stopping point or the condition. So where to stop? I have to stop at 1, isn't it? But I can't write x less than or equal to 1, because 5 will start, and x less than or equal to 1 means what? Which number is less than 1? 5 is not less than 1, so I have to write greater than or equal to 1. Okay, 5 is greater than or equal to 1, yes, true, so it will print it. 4 is less than or equal to 1, yes, true. 4 is greater than or equal to 1, yes, true. So it will go up to that, and we have to decrement the value of x, not increment. If you are confused, let me show it first using the while loop. Okay, don't worry. So while we have the where x equal to 5. Okay, while where x equal to 5, while x greater than or equal to 1, console.log of x, and then x minus minus. What will happen? See this. We'll see step by step what is happening. So first, what is happening? Where x equal to 5. Okay, x value is 5. Fine. Now it is checking x is greater than or equal to 1. 5 is greater than or equal to 1. Yes, true. 5 is greater than 1. So no problem. Condition is satisfied. So what it will do? It will print the value of x, console.log of x. So we'll get 5. And immediately after that, x minus minus. That means we are decrementing the value of x. So what will become? X will become 4 now. Now, next time what it is doing? Again, it is checking for the condition. So now the x value is 4. So 4 is greater than or equal to 1? Yes, 4 is greater than 1. So no problem. So immediately console.log of x. So 4 will be printed and x will be decremented here. So x will become x equal to 3. Now, next time what will happen? Again, the condition will be checked. 3 is greater than or equal to 1? Yes, 3 is greater than or equal to 1. So it will be printed. 3 is printed, immediately x will be decremented. Again, 2 is greater than or equal to 1? Yes, so 2 will be printed and x will be decremented to 1. Okay, now 1 is greater than or equal to 1? Yes, 1 is not greater than but equal to 1. So equal to condition is also there. So the condition is satisfied. So now again 1 will be printed and 1 will be decremented. So what will happen? X equal to 0. Now what will happen? X, now again x will be tested. So 0 greater than or equal to 1? No, it is false because 0 is less than 1. So this condition will not be satisfied and it will not print anymore. So it will print 5 4 3 2 1. Okay, Same thing using for loop. If you write, you have to do like this. Where x equal to 5, I wrote here. Then secondly, we wrote x greater than or equal to 1. So I wrote that part here after semicolon. Remember the semicolon. Then again one more semicolon I gave, and then I wrote the third part, x minus minus. That is to be written here. And inside the curly braces, this is the part we wrote. So I am writing it again here. That's it. So this code and this code will do the same thing, but in a shortcut way. So I'll remove this while loop code, and let's see the output of this for loop. Save this, go to the browser and reload. So I got 54321. Okay, so this way you can print any number. So let's say x equal to 20. So if I write x equal to 20, it will print from 20 to 1. See, I got 20 to 1. Okay, if I write here 30, I'll get 30 to 1. Okay, now if I write here instead of 1, if I write here 10, what will happen? It will print from 30 to 10. Okay, see this, I'm getting 30 to 10. I told you this is the stop condition. Where to stop, where to start is this, where to stop is this. So it is printing only up to 10. Okay, if I put here 30 and 29, what will happen? How many numbers will be printed? Only two numbers, 30 and 29. Okay, only 30 and 29, because 29 is the stopping point. This way, if I write here minus 5, what will happen? 30 to minus 5. See this, starting from 30 and stopping at minus 5. After 1, it is taking 0, minus 1, 2, minus 2, minus 3, minus 4, minus 2. This way. So you can put any limit and it will give you the output. Okay, so this is how loops work. Now let's see. Write a program to print 1 to 10 numbers using a while loop. So already you know 10 to 1 using while loop, you already know. So these are all while loop questions. Same questions we will try using for loop. Okay, so same things from here to here, everything is using while loop. Again the same things are repeating here using for loop. Okay, let's see them. So 1 to 10 using a for loop, how to do that? 1 to 10, so we have already seen where x equal to 1 and x less than or equal to 10 and x plus plus constant log of x. So what I'll get 1 to 10. Okay, so next question is 10 to 1. So 10 to 1 means x equal to 10, x greater than or equal to 1, and x minus minus. Save this, go to the browser, reload. 10 to 1. Then 5 to 15, it is saying the limits are changed now. Starting point is 5, ending point is 15. So what do I write? X equal to 5 and ending point is 15. So greater than or equal to, not greater than, it will be less than 5 to 15. Okay, and x plus plus is going from small to big, right? So it will be less than and plus plus. Save this and reload. So 5 to 15 I got it. Now 15 to 10 they are saying. So again it is reverse. So 15 and this will be greater than or equal to 10 and x minus minus. Save it, go to the browser, reload. I got 15 to 10. Okay, so you have to remember, when you are going from small number to big number, you have to write here less than or equal to. When you are going from greater number to small number, you have to write here greater than or equal to. And again here what we have to do, when you are going from small number to big number, 1 to 10, 1 to 100, 2 to 10, 100 to 1000, small number to big number means x plus plus, because you have to increment the value. And when you are coming from greater number to small number, let's say 15 to 10, you are coming from greater to small, So you have to write here minus minus. When it is greater to small, you have to write here greater than or equal to n minus minus. When it is small to big, you have to write here less than or equal to and plus plus. Okay, that is the thing you need to observe carefully here. Okay, so 15 to 10 I am getting it. Then what is this? 1 to 10 even numbers using a for loop, not while loop. Will you do using for loop? How to do that? Print 1 to 10. Print not 1 to 10 actually, the even numbers between 1 to 10. Okay. That means I don't need to print all the numbers. I need to print 2, 4, 6, 8, and 10. Okay. How to do that? Let's see. First, let me write the code for 1 to 10. Okay. First, I'll write the code for 1 to 10, where x equal to 1 and x less than or equal to 10 and x plus plus. We're going from small number to greater number. So I'm writing less than or equal to and plus plus. Okay. Observe here, small to big is less than or equal to and plus plus. Big number to small number greater than or equal to and minus minus. Okay, this is the thing you need to remember. You need to understand, actually, not remember. You have to understand why this is happening, because when we are going from small to big, we are checking every time what is the stop, what is the stop. So we have to use this and we have to increment the value. That's why. Okay, fine. So when I write x equal to 1, x less than or equal to 10 and x plus plus, what output I get? I get 1 to 10. But our question is not that. Our question is to print only the even numbers. I don't need to print this 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. How do I do that? So instead of directly printing the console.log of x, what I'll do, I'll check for the condition. If x %2 triple equal to 0, that means if it is an even number, only then print the value. Otherwise, don't print. Okay, there is no else condition, no need of else condition. If the condition is satisfied, only then print the value. So save it, go to the browser and reload. It will print 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So what will happen here? Let's see step by step. So first thing is x is starting from 1. Okay, fine. Now 1 is less than or equal to 10. Yes, it is true. 1 is less than or equal to 10. Now what will happen? It will do this. X is 1 now. So first point is x equal to 1. Now it is checking for 1 less than equal to 10. So this is true. So condition is satisfied and it will proceed to the next line. So in the next line, what is happening? X mod 2, x %2 equal to 0. So is that true? 1 %2 equal to 0. Is this true? No, it is false. So what is happening? What will happen? This whole part will not work. It will skip this part and then it will do the x plus plus. Okay. After this part is complete, immediately it will do x plus plus. So x plus plus, what it will do? It will make the x to 2. Again, it will check for 2 less than or equal to 10. Yes, it is true. Then it will check for the this part, percent part. So 2 %2 triple equal to 0. Yes, it is true. So now this part will be executed. Console.log of x. So it will print 2. Okay. Then after printing, immediately it will do the increment. So x will become 3 now. And then 3 less than or equal to 10. Yes, it is true. Then 3 %2 triple equal to 0 is false. So printing will not be done. Then it will increment the value. So x will become 4. So 4 is less than or equal to 10. Yes, it is true. So it will print the value of 4. So print 4. Then after printing, immediately it will increment the value. So x will become 5. After x has become 5, it will now check for the condition. So 5 less than or equal to 10. Yes, it is true. After it is true, it will check for even number. 5 mod 2 triple equal to 0. No, it is false. So it will not print the 5. Then again increment, x will become 6. Increment will happen, x will become 6. Again 6 will be checked for 6 less than equal to 10. Yes, it is true. So it will go for even number checking now. So 6% to triple equal to 0. Yes, it is true. So now it will be printed. So print 6. Again 6 will become 7, x equal to 7. Then again 7 less than equal to 10. Yes, it is true. Then if it is true, then it will check for even number. 7% to triple equal to 0. No, it is false. So it will not print the value. Again, x will become 8. So after it has become 8, we'll check for 8 less than equal to 10. This condition. So it is true. So it will check for even number now. 8% to triple equal to 0. Is it true? Yes, it is true. So what will happen? If it is true, then it will print it. So print 8. Okay. Then after printing 8, again it will increment the value of 8. So x equal to 9. Now 9 less than equal to 10. Yes, it is true. Then after it is true, it will check for the even number. 9% to triple equal to 0. No, false. So it will not print the value. Now x will become 10. Incremented. The last step here. So after x has become 10, it will check 10 less than equal to 10. Yes, it is true. After 10 less than equal to 10, it will check for even number. If it is true, then it will check for even number. So 10% to triple equal to 0. Yes, it is true. So it will print the 10. Print 10. Okay. Then after printing the 10, what will do? It will increment the value. So x equal to 11. Okay. Now it will check for the stop condition again for this one also. So 11 less than or equal to 10. No, it is false. So at this point, the programming will stop. Okay. After this, nothing will happen. The moment this condition is set failed, everything will stop. Okay. So now how many print statements we got? We got 1, print 2, print 4, print 6, print 8, and print 10. And no other print statements are there, only 5. So 2, 4, 6, 8, 10. So that's why we get 2, 4, 6, 8, 10 in the output. So this is how the loop is working. The for loop is working to check for the even numbers. Okay, fine. Now let's see. Print 1 to 10 odd numbers. Okay, so how to do that? So for that, what you can do is you can put a not here. This is known as a not operator. Not operator means if this is, oh sorry, not here. Here we put it here. If this x% 2 is not equal to 0, this is known as not equal to 0, that means it is an odd number. So it will print all the odd numbers. Just see this output. We got 1, 3, 5, 7, and 9. Okay, 1, 3, 5, 7, 9. We didn't get the even numbers this time. This time we got the odd number because we are checking for the percent 2 not equal to 0. Okay, this way. Then write a program to print the first 10 multiples of 4. First 10 multiples of 4. How do I do that? Let's see. So first 10 multiples of 4. Okay, fine. So what I'll do is, this thing is okay. First 10, they're saying first 10 multiples. So I'll put it 1 to 10. That is normal. I'll have a where num is equal to 4. Okay, because I have to print the multiples of 4. So I'm saving it in num. This will not change, but these values will change. So console.log of num into x. What will happen? For the first time, x value is 1. So 4 into 1 will give you 1. Next time x will become 2. So num into 2, that means 4 into 2 will give you 8. Okay, so that means first 10 multiples of 4 means 4 into 1 is 4, 4, 8, 16 like that, 4, 8, 12, 16 like that up to 40. I want the output. See this. I got 4, 8, 12, 16, 20, 24, 28, 32, 36, 40. All the first 10 multiples of 10 I have got. How this is working? I'm having a num here, which I'm not changing. What I'm changing is 1 to 10. First it is printing 4 into 1, next time it is printing 4 into 2, next time it is printing 4 into 3, like that, 4 into 4, 4 into 5. And where is it stopping? This is the stopping condition. It is stopping at 10. So 4 into 10, 40. After that, it will stop. The moment the x will become 11, it will stop it. It will not do those things. Okay. So this is how we are able to print it. Then print multiplication table of 6 using while loop. So multiplication table of 6. So what do I do? I'll take it as 6. If I write here num into 10, I'll get the table of the multiples of 6, but I want the complete table. So what do I do is, here I write console.log of, I'll take one string. Okay, I'll write here num into what? Num plus, actually num plus x plus x. Okay, and then I'll put a plus here, and then I'll put one double quote where one equal to will be there, and then plus num into x. So what is happening here? Num means 6, and then I'm writing one x. X means that is into symbol. Okay, or you can put this star symbol also. Okay, 6 into what is x? X is our value 1. 6 into 1 is equal to 6 into 1. See this? What is the output I'm getting? Can you see? 6 into 1 is 6, 6 into 2 is 12, 6 into 3 is 18, 6 into 4 is 24, 6 into 5 is 30, 6 into 6 is 36, 6 into 7 is 42, like that 6 into 10 is 60. That's why I wrote here, instead of star, I wrote x. Okay, and here we can give some space, and this will give you one proper output. Can you see? I got 6 into 1, 6, 6 into 2, 12, 6 into 3, 18, 6 into 4, 24, like that, up to 6 into 10, 60. So this is the code for that. Okay. So here, if you put, instead of 6, if you put 10, you'll get the table of 10. If you put here 12, you will get the table of 12. If you put here 5, you will get the table of 5. Okay, this way you can get any table. Let me write here 99999. I'll get the table of 9999. Okay, so this is how you can get any kind of table using the for loop. You can print it. Okay, fine. Okay, so now what is the next question? Write a program to print factors of 24 using, okay, we will not use while loop, we will use for loop. Write a program to print factors of 24. Okay, so what do we do? What are the factors of 24? See, it is written here. Factors of 24 are 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12, and 24. Isn't it? Why those are factors? Because those numbers can divide the 24 is divisible by all these numbers. Okay, so we have to print all these numbers in the console using the for loop. How to find the factors of a given number? Okay, fine. So let's see where num is equal to 24, and what I have to do is I have to find the factors. So how do you find the factors of a number? So let's say I have a number that is 6. How do I find the factors of 6? So what I'll do is I have the 6 and I'll take numbers from 1 to 6. Okay, I have 6, so I'll take 1 to 6. If I have 10, I'll take 1 to 10. So here I have to find the factors of 6. So what I'll do, I'll take 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and 6. Okay, I have taken it. Now what I'll do is I'll check whether 6. Okay, let me write something like 6% 1 triple equal to 0. I have to check this whether it is true or false. 6% 2 triple equal to 0. 6% 3 triple equal to 0. 6% 4 triple equal to 0. 6% 5 triple equal to 0. And lastly 6% 6 triple equal to 0. We'll stop here. At what limit? Let's say we have 6, so we'll stop at 6. Okay, if it is 5, we'll stop at 5. That's it. So 6 mod 1 triple equal to 0 is true. So that means 1 is a factor. 1 is a factor. Then 6 mod 6% 2 is also equal to 0. So here also 2 is a factor. 6 mod 3 is also true. So 3 is a factor. 6 mod 4 is not equal to 0. So this is false. It is not a factor. 6 mod 5 is also false, not equal to 0. 6% 6 is triple equal to 0 is true. So 6 is a factor. So what are the true statements we got? We got 1 is a factor, 2 is a factor, 3 is a factor, and 6 is a factor. So this way we can get the factors of 6. So the factors of 6, what did we get from here? The factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. Isn't it? So this way we have to find the factors of a given number. Okay, fine. Now what we have is we have here 24. So that means I have to go from 1 to 24. 24% 1, 24% 2, 24% 3, 24% 4, 24% 5, 24% 6, 24% 7, 24% 8, like that I have to go up to 24% 24. Okay, so that means it will start from 1 to 24. So in the for loop, what I have to write, where x is equal to 1, that is the starting point, it will stop at 24, right? So x less than or equal to 24 and x plus plus, that is the initial part. Now what we have to do inside we have to do, if 6 mod 1, that means what is 6, here we have 24, so 24 means num percent 1. What is 1? 1 is the x. So num percent x, if this is triple equal to 0, only then print the value. Console.log of x. Okay, so let me take a small number and show you how this code is working like this. Okay, let me show you. Whatever I have explained here is happening here, but how it is happening, let's see. Here I'll explain, okay, below the code. This is the logic for writing the code, and below I'll explain the code. See, so first num equal to 6. So num is 6, which is fixed. We are not changing the value of num. Now what I am doing is I am checking x equal to 1. Okay, fine. 1 is x equal to 1 and 1 is less than or equal to 24. So this is true. Okay, then what we are doing, we are checking for another condition, if statement. If statement, what is there? Num percent x. What is num? Num is 6. 6% x. What is x? 1. 6% x, 6% 1, triple equal to 0. So this is the condition we are checking. So it is becoming true. So immediately what we are doing, we are printing the 1. So printing the x. What is the print x? Print x means print 1. Okay, like that. The same thing will be repeated for 6% 2. It is also true. So print 2. 6% 3 is also true. So print 3. 6% 4 is false. So if this condition is false, it will not print it. Okay, so it will not print the 4 and it will not print the 5 as well. So 4 and 5 will not be printed because this condition will not be satisfied. So this whole if block will be cancelled for 4 and 5. Again, when the value will increment to x will become 6, at that point again it will become true and it will be printed. So only 1, 2, 3 and 6 will be printed. So let's check this code, save it, and I'll go to the browser and reload. So I got 1, 2, 3 and 6. Okay, I only got the factor. So this is how you can find the factors of a given number. So now let us continue with our example. The question was to find out 24, the factors of 24. So I'll put here 24 and I'll get the output. 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. This was asked here. See, 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. So we have got the output here. Okay, this is how you can find the factors of a given number. So let me write here, instead of 24, let me write 100. So what I will get? I got 1, 2, 4, 5, 10 and 20. If I put here 996, I'll get 1, 2, 3, 4, 6 and 12. Okay, these are the factors of 996. So you can put here anything. 64 will get 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Okay, 32, 1, 2, 4, 8, 16. Then 9, What will happen for 9? I get 139. These are the factors. Then if I put 2, what will happen? I have 1 and 2. If I put here 3, I'll get 1 and 3. Okay. So just notice this, what is happening. If I put here 5, I'm getting 1 and 5. Only 2 I am getting. We are not getting more. If I put here 17, I'm getting 1 and 17. Only 2 I am getting. We are not getting more factors because they don't have more factors. That's why they have only 2 factors, number and 1, 1 and the number itself. If I put here 8, I'll get 1, 2, 4 and 8. So like that we get different factors for different numbers. But some numbers are there which are not having any factors. They are only 1 in the number itself, like 2, 3, 5, 7. Okay, 11. If you see 11, it is also having 1 and 11. That's it. Okay, fine. This is the question. Now let us go to next question. Write a program to
Hello.
print the.
Excuse me, sir.
Hello. Yes.
Yeah, I'm Swapna, sir. How much time you will take, sir? You will continue tomorrow? Excuse me.
Tomorrow I'll not continue, but today itself I'll try to cover up as much I can.
Oh, it's okay, sir. Thank you.
Okay. So now, what is there? Write a program to print factors of 24 is done. That is okay. But the next question is write a program to print the number of factors of 24. Okay. We got, when I wrote here 24, I got the output as 1, 2, 3, 4, 6, 8, 12 and 24. That is okay. That is totally fine. But now the next question is, no, I don't want all the factors. I just want how many factors are there. How do I do that? How many factors are there? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So we have total 8 factors here. Okay, we need to find out the number of factors now, not the factors. The factors is there, let it be there. But in the output, I don't want so many numbers. I want only total numbers. So the total number of factors of 24 is 8. So if I put here 6, what do I get? I get 1, 2, 3 and 6. So the output should be 4. How many factors? 1, 2, 3, 4. 4 factors are there. So I want 4 in the output, not 1, 2, 3 and 6. So let's say I have here 4. How many factors? 1, 2 and 4. That means 3 factors. So I want 3. I want in the output there are 3 factors of 4, like that. Okay, I want only the number 3. So we have to count the number of factors. What we have to do, we have to count the number of factors of a given number. How do we do that? Okay, so for that what we do is we need to have another variable that is known as var count, where count equal to 0. Okay, so what will happen, every time the condition is satisfied, it will increment the count value. Okay, so let me show you the small example. I'll take a small number 4. So 4 is giving us what output? It is giving us 1, 2, 4. That means 3 vectors are there. So I want 3 in the output. So this count will become 3 at the output at the end. But how? How do we do that? See this. When we are checking this num mod x equal to 0, that means what is happening here? First time num equal to 4, next time, and also count equal to 0, isn't it? Num is 4, count is 0. That's what I have written here. Now x equal to 1, and 1 less than equal to here I can't write 24. I have to write here 4, that is num. Okay, so one more thing, when you are finding the factors, you will not write here I wrote here 24. That was wrong. That means x less than equal to, it should be whatever value you put here. If I am putting here 99, I should get here 99. That means instead of 99 I should write here num. That was a mistake. Just go through it. Okay, when I was finding the factors, so let's say I wrote here 64. Then here it was written x equal to 24, so please don't write like that. It will be 64, or better you should write num. Okay, num means 64. So save it, go to the browser, and you get, oh wait. Console.log of so I have num is 99, count I don't have it, where x equal to 1, x less than equal to num, x plus plus in num mod x equal to 0, console.log of x. Okay. Okay, so this is how we get the factors 1, 3, 9, 11, 33 and 99. So when I change this number 64, I get 64. Yeah, so at that time maybe it was 24 again and again, so we were getting some wrong output maybe. Okay, so this num should be this num. Okay, fine. Okay, now see, when I write here 4, what happens? We got 1, 2 and 4. Okay, so what is happening here? We are having the num equal to 4, and we also have a count value where count is equal to 0. Okay, count is equal to 0. Now count is 0. Okay, so now where x equal to 1, so x value is 1 at this point, and when we check for the condition 1 less than equal to num means 4. Yes, it is true. So it will proceed for the next part. Num mod x. What is num mod x? Num is 4%, x means 1, triple equal to 0. So this is true. So the moment it has become true, what we'll do is, instead of doing instead of printing each factor, because we don't want to print the factors now, we only want the count. So what I'll do, I'll increment the count value, count plus plus. So the moment that it is true, immediately what will happen, count will become, it was 0, it will become 1 now. So count equal to 1. Okay, now x will be incremented. After this part is complete, x will be incremented. So what will x become? X equal to 2. Then after x is become 2, what will happen? It will check for this condition. So 2 less than or equal to 4, which is true. Then it will go for this part. So 4% 2 triple equal to 0. Yes, it is true. So it will go for this part now. Count will become 3. Oh, sorry, count will become 2. Sorry, count was 1, right? So count will become true. 2. Now, after count is complete, it will increment the value of x. So what was x initially? Previously, x was 2. So x will become 3. After x has become 3, it will check for this condition. So 3 less than or equal to 4. Yes, it is true. Okay. Then 4% 3 triple equal to 0, which is false. So the moment this part is false, this whole thing will not work. Then it will increment the x. What was x previously? X was 3. So now x will become 4. Okay, x has become 4. Now after x has become 4, it will again check for this condition. So 4 less than or equal to 4. 4 less than or equal to 4. So it is 2. Okay. 4 is less than or equal to 4. Now what will happen? It is 2, then it will check for this part. 4% 4 equal to 0. Yes, it is true. When it is true, it will increment the count. What was the count value previously? Count was 2. So count will become now 3. Okay. After count has become 3, it will increment the x. So what was x? X was 4. Now x will become 5. X equal to 5. The moment x become 5, it will check for this condition. 5 less than or equal to 4. So this is false and it will stop here. The whole loop will stop here. So what is the count value we got? Final count value. Count value was 0, then 1, then 2, then 3. So whatever is the count value, that is the number of factors. So we have seen that the number of factors of 4 is 3, isn't it? Because if you see here, what are the factors of 4? 1, 2, 4. These are the factors of 4. So that's why we got the count as 3. Okay. So this is how we can find the number of factors of a given number. So that is the question. Write a program to print the number of factors of 24 using, so instead of while loop, we will be using for loop. Okay. Let's test it with 24. 24 I put here, and this whole things will be repeated 24 times, and we will get the output as, so factors of 24 are 1 2 3 4 6 8 12 and 24. That means output should be 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8. Output should be 8. Let's see. So did I save it? After the count is incremented, we have to print it. So after the for loop is complete, outside the for loop I'll write console.log of count. Okay. Or we can write here then write the number of factors of what is the number? Num is count. Okay. The number of factors of 24 is count. Count means 8. Value will be 8. So number of factors of 24 is 8. When I put here only 4, I'll get it as 3. The number of factors of 4 is 3. So the number of factors of 99 is 6. The number of factors of 1024 is 11. Number of factors of 9999999 is 48. We have 48 factors of this number. Okay. This is how we can find out the number of factors of a given number. Okay. Fine. Now, what is the next question? We have found out the number of factors also. Okay. Now, so these are all done using for loop. All these things are done. Okay. Now we will find out something. We know how to find the factors. Now we also know how to find the number of factors. Now, you see here, when we were finding the factors, when I put 6, I was getting the factors as 1 2 3 and 6. When I put 4, I get a 1 2 and 4. When I put 10, I get a 1 2 5 and 10. These are the factors of 10, isn't it? But we also saw one thing. When I put 2, I got 1 and 2. When I put 3, I get 1 and 3. When I put 5, I get 1 and 5. So what are these numbers? When I put 2, I get 1 and 2. When I put 3, I get 1 and 3. When I put 5, I get 1 and 5. When I give 7, then also I get 1 and 7. There is no other factors. So what are these numbers called? 1 and 11 for 11. For 13, I get 1 and 13. For 17, I get 1 and 17 only. These all numbers are special. These are known as prime numbers because they don't have any other factors. They have only two factors. Okay. Now the question is, write a program to check whether a number is prime number or not. How do we check whether a number is prime number? So that is very simple. You don't need to do anything. What you need to do is we already know how to find the number of factors. If the number of factors is 2, that means it is a prime number. Okay. If the number of factors is 2, it is a prime number. Let's say 91. So if I put here 91, how many factors do I get? 91 is 4. Okay. Then let me put 97. See this? 97 is 2. The number of factors of 97 is 2. So that means 97 is a prime number. If the number of factors is 2, it is a prime number. Let me put here 7. I get 2. Let me put here 5. 5 is a prime number, so I get 2. So whenever we get the number of factors as 2, that is a prime number. Okay. So let's do that part. Here, remove this console.log. Here at this point, the count will become 2 if it is a prime number. Now, here I will write a condition. If count equal to 2, console.log of the given number is a prime number. Okay. Else console.log of the given number is not a prime number. Okay. Save it, go to the browser, reload it. Given number is a prime number. Why? Because I have written 5 here. If I write here 24, it will see that it is not a prime number. Okay, because it is having count not equal to 2. 24 means 1, 2, 4, 6, 8, 12, 24. So many are there, isn't it? 8 factors are there. So count is 8 for 24. That's why it is not a prime number. Okay, like this. If I put here any number, so instead of writing it here, I can put a prompt here. Prompt of enter a number. Okay, now see here itself we can check. So I can put here 34. I get not a prime number. I get 19. I get given number is a prime number. When I write 23, I get given number is a prime number. When I write 24, it is not a prime number. When I write 25, that is not a prime number. When I write 29, I get it is a prime number. So like this, you can check for any kind of numbers. 99997 is not a prime number. But when I write 97, it is a prime number. Like that. 997 is a prime number. Okay. Like this, you can check for any number whether it is a prime number or not. Okay, fine. Then what do we have? 10 to 1, these are all done. Print first 10 multiplication table of 6 is done. All the factor is done. Count of factor is done. Given number is prime or not is done. Okay. So reverse of digits of a number. How to do this? Write a program to read 5 numbers and print the maximum and minimum numbers. Write a program to read 5 numbers and print the sum of all entered numbers. So these are all simple actually. Average of n numbers, print and read only the even numbers. Okay. So we'll do the reverse of digits of a number. Okay. Reverse, palindrome, these are the things we'll do. Okay, fine. Now let's say we have a, okay, we'll have the prompt, no problem. The prompt will take a number, and whatever number it takes, it should be able to give us the reverse of that number. So let's say I have 1 2 3 is a number. So in the output, what do I want? I want the output as 3 2 1. Okay, because I want to reverse the digits of the number. So how do I do that? What will be the logic for that? Okay, so for that we need to know some of the basic things, like we know the percent operator. Percent operator, what it is doing, it will let us take the last digit of the number, isn't it? And in the same way, what will the normal divide operator do? It will directly divide it. It will not check for the remainder, isn't it? So first thing is 1 2 3 by 10. What will this give us? This will give me 12.3. Okay, then 1 2 3% 10, what it will give me? It will give me 3. Okay, then we need one more thing here. What do we need here is we need something called parse int. Okay, there is something called parse int. What is parse int? Parse int. What does this parse int do? We have to know that first. So if you see in our website, we already have it. So just for your reference, I want to show you. Okay, let's see. Is it present or not? Predefined function. See this. What is this parse int doing? Here all the examples are not there, but just see first. I'll show you more examples. So parse int of 1 2 3. What is it doing? Parse int of 1 2 3. This is a string. It is taking the string and converting it into number. When I write parse int of ABC 1 2 3, I am getting not a number. This is not a valid number. But when I write parse int of 1 ABC 23, it is able to convert this one into number, but the remaining it is not able to convert. So it is giving 1. When I write parse int of 1 2 3 ABC, it is able to convert 1 2 3 into a number, but ABC it is not able to convert. So it is ignoring that. So it is giving us 1 2 3 as a number. Okay. This is one thing, but we have more uses of parse int. Let me show you. Parse int of some decimal number like 123.456. What is this giving me? It is giving me 1 2 3. So it is ignoring the decimal part. Okay, it is ignoring the decimal part. Let me write parse int of 3.05. What it will give me? It is giving me 3. So it is ignoring the decimal part. So in our example, what I wrote here, 123 by 10 is giving me 12.3, isn't it? So from this number, I am getting 12.3. Here, if I want to remove this 0.3 and I want to get this 1, 2, what do? I have to do here parse of 123 by 10. Let's see this. So 12 by 5 is giving me 2.4, but parse of 12 by 5 will give me 2. That means from 2.4 it is ignoring the, from 12.5 2.4 it is ignoring the 0.4 part, so it is taking only the 2. Okay, so this way we can separate the decimal and the non-decimal part separately. Okay, fine. So these are some of the things we need to find the reverse of a number. Okay, now let's say we have a number that is in the prompt I have given. So let me not use the prompt now, I'll put a normal number. Let's say 123, number is 123. So how do I reverse it? So first thing is, what I need to do is, let me show you the steps. 1 2 3 I have. First what I'll do is, I'll separate the last digit. Okay, and before going into that, let me tell you one thing. What is this number? This number is actually 100. That means 1 into 100 plus 2 into 20 plus 3 into 1, isn't it? 1 into 100 plus 2 into 20 plus 3 into 1 is 123. Okay, from this number we have to find out 3 into 100 plus 2 into 20 plus 1 into 1, which will be equal to 3 to 1. This is how we have to do it. 1 to 3 we have to make it 3 to 1. We are reversing the digits, right? From this number we have to find out this number. Okay, this is the logic we have to use here. Okay, so for that what I need to do is, I have the number 1 to 3. I have to separate all the digits. I have to get 1 separately, 2 separately, and 3 separately. So that what I can do, I can do 1 into 1 plus 2 into 20 plus 3 into 100, so that it will sum up and it will give me 3 to 1. Okay, that is the logic we need to use here. So first thing is, we have to know how to separate the digits. Okay, fine. So let me do one thing. I have the number 1 2 3. So what I'll do, I'll first do 1 2 3 percent 10. This will give me what? This will give me 3. Okay, and we have a sum value at the top, where sum is equal to 0. Okay, and 1 to 3 percent 10 I have made 3. After this what I'll do is, I'll do 0, that is sum is 0, right? So sum into 10 plus, what is the value I got here? 3. So this 3 I'll add it. So what will this give me? Sum into 10, 0 into 10 is 0, 0 plus 3 is 3. Okay, fine. Then I have to do parse of 1 to 3 by 10. What will this give me? 1 to 3 by 10 is 12.3. Parse of 12.3 is 12. I got 12. Now I have to do everything on 12 now. So 12. So same things I have to repeat now. Okay. So 12 mod 10, what it will give me? 2. Okay. And earlier we got 3. So 3 into 10 plus this 2. 3 into 10 is 30 plus 2 is 32. Okay. Then I'll do % of what was left behind earlier, 12. So % of 12 by 10. So 12 by 10 is 1.2. % of 1.2 will be 1. Okay. We have 1 here now. So again, we'll repeat the things. 1 mod 10. What is 1 mod 10? 1 mod 10 will give you 1. Okay. Then we had 32 earlier. So we'll do 32 into 10 plus, what is this value? 1. So 32 into 10 is 320 plus 1 is 321. And lastly, actually we have already got it, 321. So it is over here. Okay. So % of what is left behind? That is actually nothing is left behind. 1 by 10. If I do % of 1 by 10 will give me 1 by 10 is 0.1. 0.1% of 0.1 is 0. So the moment it becomes 0, we have to stop it. Okay, that is the logic. So here at this point we have the 321. We had 123 in the beginning, and at this point we are having 321. So here we have got the reverse of the number. This is the logic we have to apply here. So let me now write the code for it. Okay, so we'll use a simple while loop. Okay, and when the loop is to be stopped, when the value is becoming 0. So that means some value will become 0. At that point we will stop it. So where num equal to 123, where sum equal to 0. Okay, and then where sum equal to 0. Anything else we have? Yeah, we have the remainder as well, where rem is equal to where rem there is no value. Let me put it like that. Okay, sum is this one is remainder, this one is sum, this one is parseInt. So parseInt, what we will do, we are changing the sum itself, isn't it? Earlier it was 12, then it is 1. Okay, so there is no problem. Now while so are we changing the num? We are changing it here at this point. And okay, so now no need to write the while condition. I'll write the condition later on when we will get the output. Okay, so just see the steps here. So first thing is, we already have the number in num. So what is the first thing we have to do? We have to do this part, modular. So that is the remainder part, isn't it? We are finding the remainder. So I'll write here rem is equal to num mod num %10. So num %10, what it will give me? It will give me this part. Num is 123, %10 will give me 3. So rem is now containing 3. Now sum is equal to, it was 0 earlier, so sum into 10 plus rem. That's what we did here, right? Sum into 10 plus 3. But what is 3? 3 is the previous line output. Previous line output is rem. 123 mod 10. 123 plus %10. So this is rem. So I'll put the rem here. Okay. Then I am doing parseInt. So what is that parseInt? So num is equal to parse int of num by 10. Okay, so this num value we are changing it here, parse int of num by 10. What will happen? Num is 123, 123 by 10 is 12.3. Parse int of 12.3 will become 12 because it will ignore the decimal part. So 12 will be stored in num. Now this num, this value only, it is becoming 1 and at one point becoming 0. So when it is 0, we are stopping it. So that means that value is num, isn't it? Parse int part is num. So when we need to stop the loop, when it is 0, that means when it is greater than 0, we don't need to stop. When it has becomes reducing and it has become 0, we have to stop it. So here I'll write num greater than 0. So the condition is when the num value is greater than 0, you keep on running the loop. When it has become 0, it will stop. That is the condition. Okay, so here up to here what will happen? Num is parse int of num by 10. So at this point it will become 12. Again it will repeat rem equal to num mod 10. So what is num? Num is now 12, isn't it? So 12 modulus 12% 10 will give you 2. Here rem will be 2. Then sum equal to, sum was initially 3 earlier. So 3 into 10 is 30, 30 plus 2 it got from here. So 32 will come in sum, and then parse int of num by 10. Then parse int of num means num is at this point 12, isn't it? So 12 will become 12 by 10, 1.2, 1.2 will become 1. Okay, so this way it will keep on looping, and ultimately, as we have already seen, it will, this sum will contain 321. So after this while loop is complete, we just need to print the sum value, console.log of sum, because sum contains the reverse of the number. So that's why we need to print the sum. So now let's check this. Control S, go to the browser and reload. So we got 321 reverse. Let me put here some other number. Let's say 690 or 693. So the output should be 396, isn't it? See this, we got 396. Okay, if I put 690, what will happen? I got 96, 096, that means, isn't it? So let me put here 752. So I should get 257, right? So I got 257. So this way you can reverse a number. Okay, fine. Now whatever digits are there, let's say we have 5 digits, 5 4 6 8 7, 5 4 6 8 7. So output should be 78645. 78645. We got it. Okay, n number of digits, whatever digits you want to put, you put. Okay, you'll always get the reverse. Okay, fine. This is how we can find the reverse of it. Now there are some numbers, those are known as palindrome numbers. What are palindrome numbers? Just see this. When I put 1 2 3, we are getting 3 to 1, that is okay. But when I put 1 2 1, or let me put 1 1 1, what will happen to the reverse? The reverse is also 1 1, isn't it? If the original number and the reverse number both are both are same, they are known as palindrome number. Okay, let me put 1 to 1. What is 1 to 1? What is the reverse of 1 to 1? It is also 1 to 1. So 1 to 1 is a palindrome number. Let me put 1 2 3 to 1. So reverse of 1 2 3 to 1 is also 1 2 3 to 1. So this is also a palindrome number. Okay, these type of numbers are known as palindrome number. Let's say 166161. Okay, so this one will also become a palindrome number. So these kind of numbers are known as palindrome number. Okay, so how do I check whether a number is a palindrome number or not? So if the original number is same as, so what is the original number? Original number is num. What is the reverse number? Reverse of the number is sum. If num is equal to sum, that means it is a palindrome number. If both the original number and the reverse of the number is same, then it means it is a palindrome number. But here what is happening? We can't check directly the num with sum because we are changing the num. Num is becoming here. Here the num is 1, 2, 3, 2, 1. Let's say when I wrote 1, 2, 3. Here the num value is 1, 2, 3. But after some time the num value is becoming 12. After some time num value is becoming 1. At the end num value is becoming 0. So we can't compare 0 with sum. So what we have to do is we have to store this initially in some other variable where temp or where original number is equal to num. Now what will happen? The original number is stored in ORIG. Okay, so we have to compare this ORIG with sum. Only then we'll be able to get it. Okay, because if you don't do this, what will happen? At the end, if you do console.log sum is 3 to 1, right? If you do console.log of num, we can't compare num with sum directly because why? Because I am getting 0. Num is 0. It has become 0 at this point. So we can't compare this. So for that, what I'll do is I'll store this number in another variable where orig is equal to num. Now, if I print orig here, I can see that it is not changed. It is 1, 2, 3. Okay. So if I put here a palindrome number 1 to 1, I can see both the original and the change number are same. Okay. This way we can compare. So how do I compare it? Here, if orig triple equal to sum console.log of it is a palindrome number or the given number is a palindrome number and else console.log of the given number is not a palindrome number. Okay, save it, go to the browser and reload. Okay, given number is a palindrome number, it is saying. When I put 1, 2, 3, it is saying given number is not a palindrome number. Instead of doing this, you can put a prompt. Enter a number. Save it, go to the browser, reload. So I put any number 1, 2, 3, I get given number is not a palindrome number. If I put 1 to 1, I get palindrome number. If I put 1 to 4 to 1, I get palindrome number. If I put 1, 2, 3, 6, 5, 4, I get not a palindrome number. So this way 1, 2, 3, 2, 1, I get palindrome number. 1, 2, 6, 6, 2, 1, I get palindrome number. So this way you can check whether a number is a palindrome number or not. Okay. So I hope that is enough for today. In this session, this much is enough. So I'll end this. Okay. Okay.